Probably should have two hands on the handlebars, but just heading over to the spot, guys, and I think we're just going to sit down and get caught up and let you guys know what's going on. Never got out on that overnighter, so yeah, let's just talk about what's happening and good stuff to come in the future. Whoa, almost went down. All right, let's do it. As you can see, I'm actually in my room at home now. A clip that I recorded while I was out at the park unfortunately froze on me, and I didn't realize it. So I just wanted to actually take a second and thank everybody that's taken the time to help me out in any way. Speaking in financial terms, all my channel members, thank you for sticking with me through the winter. It was a long, hard winter like usual, and I really appreciate that everybody kind of stuck with me through it. So it's only going to be an amazing summer, so I hope you will continue to stick with me. To all the people on Buy Me a Coffee from way in the past and up till now that have helped me out, especially recently. Kurt, thank you very much. Very generous donation through Buy Me a Coffee. Mick, a couple different donations, very substantial to help me get my Zoleo, which I will be getting very soon, which is my GPS unit for the Great Divide Mountain Bike Route. Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it. And I'm serious. I would really love to get down under to Australia where Mick lives and just spend some time adventurizing that amazing country that he lives in. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully you have some green space in your backyard. Maybe I could throw my tent up. But yeah, and then there's JR and then Jeff Hamilton. He may be joining me and the boys on the BT 700 or meeting us at the Eco Cafe the day of. So looking forward to meeting you, Jeff, if that does happen. But if not, thank you very much for your donation. And also, I just also want to right now thank all my riding friends, all the guys that I'm going to be doing the BT 700 with, Julie. You guys have all made a huge difference. You guys have all helped me out tremendously at one time or another, and I really appreciate that. And more than anything, I just honestly really appreciate your friendship. With my mental health, I got to a point where I didn't really know if I'd be able to make new friends going forward as an adult. So to have new friends that also share the same passion is absolutely amazing. So thank you to all you guys. I really do appreciate you guys, and thanks for being amazing human beings. So just wanted to mention all these things. Like I said, the clip that I did outside at the park, just whatever reason, crapped the bed. So anyways, guys, to everybody I just mentioned, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And actually, one more person I want to mention is my mom. Obviously, I could not do any of this without you, and I truly mean that. I know I'm a pain in the ass quite often, and but thank you. I really do appreciate everything you do for me. So anyways, guys, that's what I wanted to say. So thanks for everything you do for me, and that's it. Hi, everyone. So I thought I'd come out today and just touch base with you guys and let you know what's going on. As many of you know from a post I just put up, I was going to get out for an overnighter yesterday and coming home today. The weather would have been absolutely perfect, but it just didn't happen. Some repairs came into the shop, so I was needed at work. And as you know, I'm saving up for the Great Divide Mountain Bike Route, so I really can't justify saying no to any work. So just came out today to the Ojibwe Prairie Nature Reserve here in Windsor, Ontario, Southern Ontario.
gorgeous day, 60 Fahrenheit. I'll put the Celsius conversion on the bottom, but absolutely gorgeous day here. So spring peepers are peeping, trees are budding. It's just gorgeous. You can feel spring is here and that summer's not far away as well. So like I said, just wanted to come out and touch base, talk to you guys about what's going on with my mental health, the BT 700 and the Great Divide Mountain Bike Route, and many other things too. Overnighter to Point Pelee with Julie before all that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. But like I said, just wanted to come out and bring you guys up to speed instead of just making another community post. So I was coming out for a ride, so I thought, you know what, let's get out, talk to my people, let them know what's going on. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so those of you that have been with the channel for a while know that my mental health is definitely an ever-present problem in my life, or issue in my life. And it wasn't until more recently, in last couple of years, that I've taken the time to address it and try and get things under control. So I just want to mention something real quick, and not real quick, but I just want to mention that I firmly believe, based on my history, my conversations with my family doctor, neurologist and all that, that CTE is what's really compounding my issues. There's no doubt I was dealing with things my whole life. The track record proves that, but how things changed after my accidents in 2006 and 2010, it's just crazy how my mental health issues changed to anxiety, agitation, anger, and just constant worry. I cannot stress that part enough. My brain does not shut off, and apparently seems like it doesn't shut off when I sleep neither. So between the tinnitus that I got from the concussions and all that stuff, sleeping hasn't really been something that's happened for me in over a decade. So anyways, those are all the things I'm dealing with. Winter is always hard, as it is for anybody, especially people with mental health issues. This winter was definitely a little easier, I felt at times, and I feel like I can attribute that to my cousin's dog, Quest. He's just an amazing little dog, and he's really helped me out through the winter. So thanks, buddy, I appreciate it. But definitely it's proven that dogs make life better. We all know that, right? So, but yeah, it was still tough though. I still had my days where I didn't want to eat, shower and all that stuff. And anybody that's never gone through it and can't understand that, I really can't explain it. I wish I could explain it. I feel like if I could explain it enough to have someone fully understand that, I'd probably have a lot better chance of dealing with it. But that's the problem with mental health. The people going through it can barely understand it. So it's even harder for the people around them too. And I do understand that, and I do try to keep that in mind. So like I said, having said that, if anybody out there is going through mental health issues related to CTE, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what works for you, the things that you found can help you negotiate this kind of hectic things going on in my head. So anybody out there that's got some advice for me, or that's gone through it and has little systems in place that work for them to help them deal with it, you know, just the severe irritation and agitation at times, it's just so disappointing more than anything, because I don't want to be that way, but I have no control over it. So anybody out there suffering through this, going through it, that has some advice for me or just wants to reach out, I'd love to hear from you. My email's always in the descriptions. So if you don't want to comment through the comments, you could email me personally, and would love to hear from anybody that's got some just advice or anything to say about the topic, just to give me even a glimmer of hope going forward, because from what I understand, it only gets worse. So anyways, guys, it's not all doom and gloom. There has been progress. Just recognizing that I have issues and that I need to deal with them has really been a big step. And I think the biggest step, it's really helped me understand that even though I don't mean to be this way, I am this way, and it's hard on the people around me. And just because I don't mean to be this way doesn't give me full reign to just act this way with no repercussions. So to anybody that my mental health has affected, I want you to know that I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. I never meant for it to be that way, but I know it's been hard on you, and I'm sorry for that. I really, truly am. All right, so what's happening going forward? So first thing that's going to happen is definitely a couple overnighters between now and June 1st when I do the Point Pelee ride with Julie. And when I do my first overnighter to Wheatley, I'm going to be doing a bunch of things. I'm going to be talking about my new Big Agnes tent. And at that point too, I'm going to go through what's in my bags. I figure, honestly, didn't want to load up the whole bike just to ride through town to do it at the park here. So first overnighter in less than 2 weeks, I will be going through what's in my bags. Another thing too is while my Revelate Design Salty Roll dry bag has been awesome up front, I want to get a little more weight up there, and I want to get a bag that's a little more functional that I can get into throughout the day. So they keep more heavier stuff, clothes, rain jacket, rain pants, all that other stuff in there, and move some of the lighter stuff to the back of the bike. So stay tuned for that video, along with the overnighter video, a quick first impressions of the Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2 tent that I got. And like I said, the first, like probably true, what I'll call true trip of the year or ride of the year will be with Julie out to Point Pelee to stay at the Authentics. And then from there, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I got a couple plans. I'm either gonna throw my bike on Julie's car rack and head up a little more north with her, well, northeast, and maybe do some riding around and a little adventuring for the BT 700. But if not, it will only be a couple days staying in Windsor and then heading up for the BT 700 to meet the boys. And I can't wait. We've all been talking on our group chat on Messenger, and we're all really looking forward to it. A couple of us will have a lot of new gear. Jacques has a new bike. I don't know if Bob's gonna get around to getting one. It doesn't seem like it, but whatever, ride what you got, right? So anyways, really looking forward to the BT 700. Hoping to have that new bag for the BT 700 for the front rack for that, just to put it through its paces before the Great Divide mountain bike route. And then after the BT 700, which I'll get home roughly from that closer to the end of June, spend a little time home in Windsor, hopefully plug in a couple more weeks of work and get a little more money saved for the trip. And then I'm looking at July 23rd or 24th to fly to Edmonton. And if you just are finding this out, I have decided I'm going to start in Edmonton and ride across and down through Jasper, Lake Louise, into Banff, and then from there I will start the Great Divide mountain bike route. So exciting times. If anybody would like to help out with any of that, as I mentioned, there's always links in the description below. Buy me a coffee. Straight up e-transfer is always good through my email, and of course the channel memberships. I'd really love to see this grow, with some ideas that if it does really start growing, I'm wondering if it might not be good to switch it to Patreon, where they take less of a cut than YouTube does. But that's something I would discuss with my channel members and see if they'd be willing to move over to that platform. I was using Patreon before, but I had got up to about 11 subscribers, members like I have now with YouTube, and then kind of everybody just stopped being a member. So I didn't feel it was right to keep it going. So why I like the channel memberships better with YouTube is I don't have to have two separate things where I got to put videos to both. It's just kind of one platform, right? So yeah, if anybody would like to help out, contribute to the Great Divide mountain bike road, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not comfortably retired like the white hairs might indicate. Unfortunately, my struggles with my mental health throughout my life, and especially more recently, really retirement with any kind of income just wasn't an option. So I'm looking right now to get some help with my mental health and a little assistance financially with that. So until then, I'm really struggling really hard. So if anybody would like to help out, just get me in a comfortable state savings wise for the Great Divide mountain bike route. So I have the essentials where, you know, I'm not looking for anybody to help me get any cameras or anything like that, just so that food, accommodations when needed and stuff like that aren't really, you know, are gonna kill me. Where in the past, where if I had to take a motel room during inclement weather, it just destroys my budget, right? So if anybody would like to help out, I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm sure I've been rambling on a bit now because I tend to have a tendency to do that, especially when I talk about my mental health, because it's so hard to remember everything that you want to talk about, because it's so important. It's so layered and complex, right, that it's something I could talk about forever. So to those of you that tune into a bike packing channel, that what appears to be a bike packing channel, which mine is, and aren't in for this, I do kind of understand that, and sorry about that, but most of my videos aren't going to be about this. One thing I've recognized is that talking about it too much is not only a little detrimental for me, it's also not great for my viewers. I get it. So you can only talk about it so much. So wanted to talk about it now because it's the beginning of the season, but I got an exciting year coming up, and I have a feeling that there's gonna be a little less talk about the mental health and a little more talk about feeling better, and that's great. So, but if anybody needs to talk about their mental health and is going through something and doesn't have anybody, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always there for you. But guys, other than that, I just want to wrap it up from here. I'm looking forward to just a really, really big summer. And to, like I said, to everybody that's helped me out so far, thanks from the bottom of my heart. It's going to be a really big year, and you guys are going to be a big part of it. And I'm going to take everyone along for the ride. The Great Divide mountain bike route is going to be a bucket list event, and I want to do my best to document it to its fullest. So it's gonna probably, I'm not gonna be set any records for time doing the course, the route, but I'm definitely gonna make sure I document it and bring you along with me and show you all the beauty that the Great Divide Mountain Bike route has to offer. Sorry. But yeah, so other than that, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up and just get out and get a few more kilometers in and enjoy this beautiful day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.